This video is brought to you by Scopic.com. Get yours now.
Hey guys, welcome back. This is Phil from Untitled.com, and this is the Nintendo Switch. I'm not exactly a console guy. I usually just deal with the portable ones, like the 2DS, 3DS. I used to own a Game Boy, PSP for one time, but here it is. It's the Switch. It's the hybrid console. So you might already know everything about it, but this is a hybrid console that allows you to carry it as a portable game machine and put that into the dock that's included in the package to utilize your television to use it as a console, as a household console. So here are the important things. There is a Switch itself and two controllers, which Nintendo calls them the Joy-Cons. So we are going to put it right there, and let's go through what's included in the package, which is quite a lot. So follow through very, very precisely. What you see here are two controllers, and these two controllers can be attached in the Switch, or you can use them separately. When you are using them separately, you can just hold it like that. You can use it with two people, or you can use the adapter to get a better grip out of it. So controllers get attached to the grip to give you a better grip of the controllers. That gives you better click of the left and right buttons, and it allows you to not throw your controllers to your flat panel TV, so that's a good thing. Or you can even attach that to a dummy controller over here, so you can just plug that in to get a better grip out of it. So that's the basics. Now, to the things that support the hardware, here is a dock. Yes, this is the dock that turns your portable game machine into a real household game machine. And there is an HDMI connector to a cable to connect your dock to your actual television. And here's a charger. Not the most important thing, but it does have the USB Type-C port with the power delivery standard. So Nintendo finally is done with its proprietary port that they have been utilizing for years. So here's the USB Type-C charger with the output of 1.5A at 5 volts or 2.6A at 15 volts. 2 volts is probably due to the dock, so it gives more power when it's docked to utilize that full HD resolution opposed to the HD one that is with the portable mode. So the most important thing, the console is here, and let's get started. This has 6.2 inches of a HD display. That's not exactly the top-notch panel in the tablet world, but in the game world, especially in Nintendo world, where they love the lower resolution so much, is revolutionary quite. Let's go through some of the parts. On top, it's got a power key with volume rocker there and a little grill to let out the heat and the earphone jack. Here is a little game card slot. Yes, it does have the game card slot, so you can install cards right there. And this is not compatible with the older one, like the 3DS or the 2DS or the DSi or even the older GBAs. This is a totally new one. It doesn't have downward compatibility at all. Left and right are the rails where you can install your controllers that we have here. So here's a little button. Push that, pull that, and put it back on to the machine like that. On the bottom, you have a USB Type-C port, probably there to get a better connection with the dock like that. But that doesn't seem like a best choice when you're playing with it and you want to charge it in the same time. Cable cannot really go through with that heading to bottom. Rear's got speakers and a kickstand. Doesn't really seem that reliable, but it does hide the micro SD card slot conveniently. So powering it on is going to give us a little introduction. It says Nintendo right there. And it tells you to install the controllers. Controller goes left. And right controller goes right with the click. Listen to that carefully. Click that. Okay, so we have it installed, and there we go. By the way, those controllers have the little vibration feedback called the HD rumble, so you can use that within the game. And parental controls, I probably don't need that. And going home on the right screen. There we go. So that's the console. Now moving on to the games. One of the first launching titles is The Legend of Zelda, The Breath of the Wild. So this is a game cartridge and it's pretty small. The card itself is what it contains and there's no manual, probably built into the cards, and you can read it as an electronic one through your device like the 3DS. You can see, although maintaining mostly the same form factor, this is a lot smaller, about half the size of that of the 3DS or the 2DS, or the DS even. So let's go ahead and install it. The cover faces the front. This is the way it goes, and there we go. So you put that in and the icon shows up, The Legend of Zelda, so we can press the A button over there to launch up the game. Choose up the user and we'll give it a few seconds and we'll have the game screen right on there. So we're at the main screen and continue, new game. We're going to continue with the save data that I already had. We're going to get started and the screen itself is not exactly the brightest panel. We've seen better. Probably this is due to the battery efficiency. Since it can only maintain 3 hours with the Zelda playing, it would have been shorter if the screen was any brighter or in a higher resolution. So I guess we'll have to sacrifice that for battery efficiency. And here we go with the main screen. So this is how it looks like. It's pretty smooth and the controllers look pretty safe with the connections, although we have heard the stories that the left controller gets a bit of a problem when it's even a bit far away from the device. We hope Nintendo fixes that. So now moving on to the important part, the TV dock. So we have connected into our MacBook to give you a better screen added than to shooting a real TV. Connected, and within a second, you have a screen on your telly, or in this case on our MacBook. So this is how it looks like. We have the resolution set in HD, but Nintendo says the maximum resolution it supports via TV out is the full HD. So this is how it looks like. Doesn't have the best graphics compared to the actual household consoles, but given the hybrid nature, I guess this is the point is acceptable. I'm not exactly a Zelda fan, so I don't know what to do here. We'll have to see how to deal with this. Okay, it moves around and the B button makes him run, and we can go past that, I guess. Pick up what? Pick this up? Okay, I picked up the rock. I can throw that. Okay, I don't know what to do with that. Okay, so I'm not a Zelda master apparently, so I can do that right now. The thing about the dock is it switches pretty fast. I just pulled it out and it instantly, almost instantly, switches to the switches screen. That was weird, but anyway, switches screen. And that goes the same with the other way. Even if I'm playing it, he's running, and I can just plug that in, and within a second, it switches to the TV. That was actually very fast, and I'm quite impressed at how seamless the connection between the dock and the television is. So some of the interfaces that you might be wondering, this is the main home screen. You can get to the news to read about your Switch, and there's the eShop. You can shop right away the downloadables, and gallery. It doesn't have a camera, but it does capture your game screen if you wish it to be. There's a dedicated capture button on the controller, and controllers naturally tells you about your controllers. And in settings, we have support, health and safety, airplane mode, screen brightness, screen lock. Okay, lock screen, parental controls, internet data management, users, me, amiibo, themes, notifications, sleep mode, controllers. Okay, those. TV settings, TV resolution, maybe, okay, 720p. We don't have a full HD option there yet. RGB range, full range limited, okay. Automatic should do it, adjust screen size, we have it set. Screen burn-in reduction, okay. TV sound, stereo, okay. System update, language, region. Okay, those are the basic options. We don't have too much of the exciting options right there. Headphones, talking about the headphones, it doesn't connect your Bluetooth headphones, so you will have to use a wired one. Talking about the Mimo, it does have NFC right there, and it can also detect physical objects, how big they are. And again, those controllers can be removed to be installed there. And there. And we can pull that out to play just like a proper portable console. Although this is really big, like big as in 1.7 times over 3DS. So this is 3DS and whole lot bigger than the 2DS. So this is 2DS, and this is really, really wide in size. Although the grip itself seems better than expected. So that was the first quick look at the Nintendo's new hybrid console. Nintendo calls it different from both the 3DS and the Wii or the Wii U. We'll have to spend some time, and if we find anything interesting, we'll be telling you. Review, I'm not too sure because I'm not a console guy. And that was the Nintendo Switch. Thank you all for watching. You can meet us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Google+, and you can even control that wirelessly. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you guys later. Ciao.